you. Well, the number of deaths in the coronavirus outbreaks jumped to over 900. And now the virus is leaving an impact right here in Houston. Not our health, but our local businesses. Janelle Ford is live in Chinatown. Janelle, they're seeing a drop in customers.
Yeah, Xavier, local leaders are saying that business is down as much as 70% in some spots because many regular customers are now too afraid to patronize this part of town. And officials are saying that the blame is libelous social media posts. Yesterday, local leaders, including Representative Al Green, hosted a lunch yesterday to give some perspective. They say false rumors spreading misinformation have had a devastating effect on businesses, and they're begging customers to return to the district. They say the reason why many people aren't shopping here, those social media posts. Officials spent yesterday trying to clear up some of those rumors. The Chinese Consul General in Houston gave an update on the situation in Wuhan and the coronavirus. He says more than 30,000 people are currently infected and more than 20,000 others are suspected to have the virus. But he also pointed out that there's currently no cases here in Houston. Still, this all comes as China is seeing even more rises in those cases of the coronavirus, as well as more deaths. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Janelle Ford following the latest there for